Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. This is part 2. The first part of this video was posted yesterday. So if you want to see the first 6 zodiac signs, that's Aries through Virgo, go check out that video. And then you can come back here and take a look at the last 6 zodiac signs. Today we're taking a look at what's going on in your love life. So uncovering all of the energies, and we'll get a sneak peek into what's coming in the near future for you in your love life. So we're using a Celtic cross, like half of a Celtic cross, I guess, where to uncover all of these energies. And you can see we're keeping the table simple today, just the zodiac sign. And I did put an oracle card down because you can use your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign to select your reading. And the oracle card that's on the table here represents the general energy of the reading. So you can use the oracle card to help guide you into which sign you would like to listen to, your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. And if you want to listen to multiple, like all 4 of your signs, that's lovely. You can get so much information out of doing all 4. So we have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. The oracle cards that are on the table are from the Flower Oracle, and then I'm going to be using the Shimmering Veil Tarot to do the actual reading. So let me show you the oracle cards. For Libra, we have Violet, faithfulness, modesty, remembrance. For Scorpio, we have hibiscus, health, zest, and resistance. For Sagittarius, we have aster, sublimity, wisdom, abundance. For Capricorn, we have tulip, wealth, power, cheer. Aquarius, we have peony, prosperity, introspection, and virtue. And for Pisces, we have the ladybug, good omen, protection, benevolence. All right, feel free to go to which sign is calling you. I will see you at your reading. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll explain exactly what I mean by that when we get to your reading. Enjoy. Libra, welcome to your reading. We're going to get into it. We're going to uncover a whole bunch of the energies going on in your love life and take a sneak peek at what might be coming next in the near future. Your oracle card was Violet, faithfulness, modesty, and remembrance. So keep those themes in mind as we work through this reading. Sometimes I don't exactly point out the connections between, the oracle card and the themes in there and the cards in the reading, but I want you to keep that in mind as you're listening. Otherwise, let's get into it. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest. So when I say that, I mean, I might offer a few interpretations of the card just because this is a collective reading. And so you'll have to take the interpretation that resonates for your situation and then kind of ignore the other ones. That's just a way that these collective readings work. So I'm excited. And remember, once you're done with this reading, if you want to listen to the reading for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, feel free to go check out another one. All right, I'm going to move this because this we're going to look at second. Are the current energy in your love life, the Golden Fool. I love when I see this card. This card is unique to this deck. If you know about tarot, in this deck, it's the very last card of the major arcana. So it comes after the card, which is the universe or the world. And this means that you are on some kind of a new journey. Something new is opening up for you in your love life right now. You've learned a lot of lessons from your past experiences. You've been on a major journey in your love life, and now something new is opening, a new cycle is opening, and the goal for you is to take all of those lessons that you've learned and take them with you into this new cycle and this new journey. You also might have just like a very radiant energy around you in your love life right now, and people might be drawn to that. We'll see what is going on in the other energies, but let's take a look at what the challenge is for you. 4 of Fire. So despite the fact that this new opportunity, this new journey is brewing for you right now, you might have lost faith a little bit The Four of Fire is like, you can see there's two people in that card. It's about coming home. It's about the end of a long journey. You might not be able to see this new journey, this new opportunity opening up for you. And maybe because things have been challenging, if they have been challenging, you might have just lost faith. But the key here is to persist. Take that next step. Which is funny because in this card, you can see the person is literally taking a step. The next step that you take, I think, is probably going to trigger this new opportunity, this new journey, if you haven't already begun it yet. Let's take a look at the conscious energy. So this can be something that's like very obviously happening in your love life right now, or it could be something that you've been thinking about. Nine of Earth. All about abundance. So you're either trying to manifest or you're focusing on abundance, or you might have some abundance in your love life right now and you may be trying to just enjoy life, like a sensuous enjoyment, and you maybe have been trying to live in the moment. That's the more conscious energy in your love life. Let's take a look at the unconscious. This is kind of what's bubbling away underneath the surface. High Priestess reversed. There's some denial of your instincts happening. Perhaps that's why you might have lost faith. You might be aware that there's some kind of a new journey coming. Maybe if you're a little bit more intuitive, you might be feeling like it's coming, but you're denying it. I think maybe because you're stuck in this negativity, maybe you've lost some faith. Alternatively, something is draining your energy. It could be a person, it could be an emotion, it could be a memory, it could be a mindset, right? Something might be draining your energy, and that is really impacting what is going on in your love life. Let's take a look at a situation from your past that's impacting your present. Queen of Earth reversed. Okay. Whenever I see a court card, this could refer to a mindset or traits that you have had in the past, since this is in a past position, or this could indicate another person from your past that is still impacting your present. I'm going to describe the person. Queen of Earth is usually a feminine energy, maybe an earth sign, and feminine doesn't necessarily mean woman, by the way, but I'm going to describe this person, and you'll have to figure out if it sounds like a mindset that you were in or if this is another person in your life. It's reversed, so brace yourself. It might not be the most positive. So, selfish, egotistical, insecure, narrow-minded, and wants their own way. And because of that, the insecurity is really at the root of it. The Queen of Earth, when it's upright, is all about abundance and security. And so when it's reversed, this is like a deeply insecure person, and they have become selfish and become egotistical and are demanding that everything goes their way because it's rooted in this insecurity. Perhaps this is the person that's draining your energy. If this person is still in your life, or if you have a lot of memories of them, maybe you haven't fully let go. Let's take a look at what might be coming in your near future. Remember to take this with a grain of salt. The future is changing all the time, and almost anything can affect the future. So let's see what we got. The Three of Earth reversed. Okay. I can see if you are dealing with, somebody that's like sucking your energy and you feel like you've lost faith, and it might culminate in this feeling of resentment and frustration and dissatisfaction. The Three of Earth in this deck is all about working together, collaborating, working with somebody else to build something better. When it's reversed like this, it's like things are not working. We're not working as a team. Things are not working as a partnership. So let me pull another card here so we can see how you can deal with this. King of Water reversed. Okay, I think this is a mindset that you need to adopt to deal with that situation. You need to let go of what is draining you. If that's the mindset, you got to let go of the mindset. If it's a person, let go of a person. If it's a situation, it's really time to move on. That is the general energy of the King of Water reverse. It's like you got to let go and move on, because being reliant on, these other people or other situations or like other mindsets that, are ruling over your emotional state, it's not good for you. And what the King of Water reverse also suggests is that it's time to be a little more selfish on your part and make sure that you're focusing on the good parts of yourself and uplifting those. Very interesting reading. Let me know in the comments if this resonated for you, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, you can check out your other readings. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any 4 of those, because, Venus is the love sign. The love planet. So you can check out the sign for that as well. Thank you for spending some time with me today and trusting me with this reading for you. I wish you the best, and I hope I'll see you again in a future video. Scorpio, welcome to your reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Your oracle card was Hibiscus, Health, Zest, and Resistance. Keep those themes in mind as we go through your readings. I don't always point out when I notice a connection between the tarot reading and then the oracle card, but they do exist. So I want you to keep an eye out for it and see if you can catch any of these themes. We're going to do a deep dive into your love life, examine all of the current energies, and take a sneak peek at what's coming next. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. So if I offer a few interpretations of the card, just take the one that applies, because this is a collective reading, so I have to give as much information as possible. Let's get into it. Otherwise, remember, after this one, if you want to listen to your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, feel free to head to that reading as well. I'm going to move this because we'll look at that next. This is the current energy in your love life. Ace of Earth. Okay, there is a new opportunity opening up for you right now. Whether you have realized it or not, something is happening, something is brewing. This is an opportunity for you to manifest what you want it to look like. Because in this deck, the Ace of Earth is like something is brewing. You have the power to turn it into what you want it to. And the Ace of Earth is also about abundance. So there is abundance coming for you in your love life, and you should manifest what you want it to look like. Let's take a look at the challenge. King of Water. Okay, so the challenge for you is letting go of what's emotionally draining. So if there's a past person, situation that has really stuck with you and it's been draining you, it's been sucking the energy out of you, it's time to let it go and move on. With the King of Water, it does usually indicate that it's some kind of a person, because the King of Water loves to take care of the people around him. And when it's in a challenged position like this, it's like people are taking a little too much. You're giving a little too much of yourself, and it's time to pull back and take care of yourself. Let's take a look at the conscious energy. So this is something that might be going on in your love life right now that's very obvious, it's on the surface, or it could maybe even be something that you're thinking about. 10 of Earth reversed. Okay. Your love life has maybe caused some problems with your family. Alternatively, you might be struggling with expectations. So your love life might not look how your family wants it to look, or it might not look how society wants it to look. And that has been a struggle for you, and it is very much on the surface. It's maybe something that you're thinking about a lot. Let's take a look at the unconscious energy, something that is kind of bubbling away and still affecting the situation. Warrior of Earth reversed. Okay. Warrior of Earth reversed is all about conflicting ideas causing strife and causing difficulty. And I think that probably the conflicting ideas here are what you want your love life to look like and what you think your family or society wants your love life to look like. And that has maybe caused you to become rigid and unable to move forward because you feel like you're being pulled in a few different directions. Let's take a look at the past. So this is a past situation that's currently impacting the present. Okay, not surprised. 5 of Fire reversed. So 5 of Fire in this deck is particularly about family battles. And again, this doesn't have to be biological family. It can be chosen family. But there were hidden agendas at play in the past that people might have been meddling a little bit in your love life, or there were just in general a lot of battles, a lot of conflict, particularly with your family. And those, that moment of conflict is still impacting your love life right now, which makes sense because if you're dealing with other people's expectations currently, it could be a result of this, this conflict. Let's take a look at the near future. Take this with a grain of salt. The future changes all the time, and almost anything can impact what the future is going to look like. The moon. Okay. So in the near future, you might be facing a time of confusion or a time of deception. You might even be deceiving yourself or fooling yourself here in the future, but it could mean that something greater is at play. And the moon is always a really difficult card for me to interpret because it is so vague and mysterious. Let me pull a card for you so you can get some advice on how to deal with this confusion or this deception. 8 of Earth. Okay, this definitely ties back to this Ace of Earth in the current energy. Despite all of this going on, there is a new opportunity that's still opening up, and the 8 of Earth suggests that you need to put in the work. Focus on what you want, make a plan, because whatever you plan is what you will create. So think about what you actually want your love life to look like. How do you want this new opportunity to play out? And focus on making it what you want it to be. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this reading resonated. Leave a like if it did, and let me know in the comments what's going on if you're comfortable sharing. And if you want to listen to your other signs, the readings for your other signs, feel free to go do that now. Otherwise, thank you for spending some time with me today. Thank you for trusting me with this reading, and I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. You can see that your oracle card was Aster, Sublimity. I'm not sure how to say that word. Wisdom and abundance. So we're going to take a deep dive into your love life today, get to know all of the energies that are at play, and we'll get a sneak peek at your near future. Remember to keep in mind that you should be taking what resonates. So I might offer a few interpretations of each card because this is a collective reading, and you'll just have to take the one that applies to your situation and kind of ignore the rest of it. And remember that if you would like, you can listen to the other readings for your other signs. So you can do Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, whatever is calling to you. Let's get into it. I'm going to move this because this is our second card. And we're going to take a look at the current energy in your love life. 2 of Water, what a beautiful energy to be in right now. It's an energy of love, an energy of falling in love, feeling a union with another person, and if there was some issues happening, 2 of Water is also a card about reconciliation and that coming together after, a time of strife. Let's take a look at the challenge, though. Page of Fire. The challenge for you, and I do think this is you because it's a fire sign, is dealing with your anger and your self-destructive behavior that your anger causes. Keeping your anger in check, keeping your reactions in check, keeping your behavior in check is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Even though you're in this period of peace and harmony in your love life, that energy is still at play here, and it is still going to require some work for you. Let's take a look at the conscious energy. This is something that is happening on the surface of your love life, or it could be something that you're thinking about. Another court card, Queen of Fire. Again, I do think this is you because fire sign. So I think you're probably trying to get in touch with your intuition. You're trying to embody this healing energy and trying to just be in touch with energies in general. The Queen of Fire is trying to be very intense, very perceptive, things like that. So that's kind of the energy that you're trying to embody right now. Let's take a look at the unconscious energy kind of bubbling underneath the surface there in your love life. Page of Air. So this could also be you, but it could also be the other person in your love life, but because it's a court card. A lot of court card energy here going on. I don't know what's up with that, but Page of Air. So Page of Air is dealing with communication. And when it's in an unconscious position like this, it's communication is not really something that you're thinking about right now or doing right now maybe. And the Page of Air also has some hidden insecurities. And I think that is probably at play here because it's like deep in the subconscious. So there might be still some insecurities going on in yourself or in your partner, and they're not being addressed. And since they're in the unconscious position, it might bubble up if we don't address that. We'll see kind of what the energy is here to see if you're going to have to deal with this sooner rather than later. Let's take a look at the past. King of Earth. Okay, another court card. This could be you. This could be another person. So in your love life, King of Earth is, I'm going to describe him. It can be a masculine energy, but that doesn't mean a man. So women can have these masculine qualities and men can have feminine qualities. So King of Earth is, there might be an earth sign. Again, big three, sun, moon, rising. When I say that, I mean that. King of Earth is powerful, ambitious, a lot of black and white thinking, a lot of traditional values. And that doesn't have to necessarily mean like societal values, but like likes to keep doing what he's doing. That, to me, that's what traditional means. He does not like to change his ways. So that might have had a big, if that was you or somebody else in your love life, that has had a big impact on your love life, and it's still affecting things, that attitude. You're still dealing with that attitude. Let's take a look at the near future. Remember to take this with a grain of salt. The future changes all the time. Every little thing can change the future. So let's see. 7 of Earth. Okay, in the near future, you're probably going to be dealing with a time of observation in your love life, a time of rest, a time of recovery, not a time of action. So you're not going to be doing too much in the near future. It's kind of just like sitting back and enjoying. But there is some caution with this card that you want to make sure that your inaction is not causing any damage. But overall, it's kind of a nice card because it's just like about resting and recovery and just watching things unfold. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading and I hope it resonated. Feel free to go to the readings for your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, if you would like. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel and that really helps me out. And I hope I'll see you again in a future video. Capricorn, welcome to your reading. The oracle card for your reading is the Tulip, wealth, power, and cheer. Keep those themes in mind as we go through your reading. I usually don't point out how things are relating in the tarot reading to the oracle card, but keep it in mind because they do relate, and it'll be, maybe you'll have some good connections made there. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. I say that because I might give some multiple interpretations for each card because this is a collective reading. So you'll have to take the one that applies to your situation and kind of ignore the rest. And remember, after this reading, if you want to listen to another one of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you can go ahead and do that. Let's take a look. I'm going to move this because we'll look at this next. This is the current energy in your love life. Golden Fool. I really like seeing this card because this is unique to the deck. If you know about the structure of the tarot, the last card is the World. In this deck, that card is called the Universe. This card comes after the Universe. So it's all about having gone through this big journey. And in this case, it would be in your love life, taking those lessons that you've learned and applying them to the next, because a new cycle is opening up for you. A new journey is coming. A new opportunity is going to be coming for you. You're at the start of something new and your energy is very radiant right now. So people might be drawn to you. Let's take a look at the challenge for you. Ace of Water. Okay, there is definitely a new opportunity coming for you, whether that's a new relationship, a new love, or deepening of a love that you already have. The challenge for you, though, is going to be whether you're ready for it, being ready to be vulnerable, being ready to let other people in, let this opportunity in. That might be hard for you, but I do think it'll be worth it if you can overcome the challenge of just being vulnerable and being ready. Let's take a look at the conscious energy. So this can be something that's happening very obviously on the surface of your love life or something that you've been thinking about a lot. Strength, reversed. Okay, there's some tension, there's some fear, there's some pessimism going on right now in your love life. And it's actually the connotation of this card, Strength Reversed, is that it's because you're repressing something. Let's see in the unconscious what, I think this will tell us what you're repressing. Let's take a look. 3 of Air. There's a conflict between your head and your heart, and I don't think that you're addressing it. You might be feeling some confusion, and this card is all about needing to express your thoughts, express your feelings, and it's not happening. You might be repressing that. So that might be causing the tension and the fear that you're experiencing, and that might be why, opening up and accepting this new opportunity might actually be a challenge for you. Let's take a look at your past. This is something that's impacting your present. Okay, Ace of Air. I think you are, so in the past you might have had like a situation that really you felt free, and it might have changed your perspective on your love life. You had a really open mind and you felt like you were able to solve problems and maybe just approaching your love life in a very logical way. And that logical way with a lot of thinking is currently impacting your current situation. Let's take a look at your near future. Remember to keep in mind that this changes all the time. So take it with a grain of salt. It might not play out the way that, we say here, but Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Okay. So let me move this. You can see in this card, the Golden Fool is taking an active step into the next thing. I don't think, because of this Wheel of Fortune, I don't think it's going to be you taking a step. I think in the near future, you're going to be pushed. So I don't think this is you actively moving into the next thing. Fate is going to take over and it's going to push you into the next thing, into the next journey, but in a good way. This is the Wheel of Fortune when it's upright is about good fortune, something good happening. And since you now know that fate might intervene in the near future, now is the time to really manifest. So think about what you want this new opportunity to look like, what you want your next journey to look like, and manifest it before fate intervenes. Because whatever you manifest will probably come to be, because this card is about fate getting involved. Exciting. I am curious as to what is in store for you. I hope you are too. And I hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Feel free to check out your other readings if you would like for the other signs, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel. That really helps me out. And I thank you for spending some time with me today and for trusting me to do this reading for you. I hope you'll join me again in a future video. Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Your oracle card was the Peony, prosperity, introspection, and virtue. Keep those themes in mind throughout this reading. Sometimes I don't make explicit connections between the tarot reading and the oracle card, but they do exist. So keep those in mind while you're listening to your reading. And remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. I say that because this is more of a collective reading. So I tend to offer a few interpretations of each card so people can take the one that applies to them. And then you can just kind of ignore the rest. And after this reading, if you want to listen to your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, feel free to go ahead and do that. Let me move this because we'll look at this next. That's the challenge card. Let's take a look at the current energy in your love life. The Sun. What a lovely card to have in your current energy. Feeling a lot of warmth right now. This is definitely a time of growth for you, but growth in a good way. There's some transformation going on. You might have recently learned the truth about something. You saw the truth about something, and it's made you feel liberated. It's allowed you to really just enjoy the warmth and the growth and the transformation. Let's take a look at the challenge. Very interesting. The Lovers is the challenge. So, a few things that this could mean. Going through a breakup right now. That could be the challenge. Alternatively, there could be some kind of a decision or a choice that needs to be made in your love life and you just cannot decide. If that's the case, I do have a lot of decision-making readings on the channel. I'll link the playlist for you. One of those readings actually might help you with this decision that you're facing that's challenging you. There could also be some kind of a wound happening that you're just not healing yet, and that is causing some challenge for you. It's interesting considering that the sun is the current energy. So if you do have a wound, maybe you recently figured out what it is, or you learned the truth about something. Maybe that did cause a wound, and maybe we got to heal from it. Let's take a look at what else is going on in the energies here. See if we can get a better idea of this. This is your conscious energy. So this is something that's definitely happening on the surface in your love life. You might be actively thinking about it, or it's like this card should just make a lot of sense because this is conscious. So 10 of Earth. There's some reflection going on right now, which makes sense if you are recently learned the truth or had a revelation about something. You're reflecting. Where have I come in my love life? Where do I want to go? What do I want my future to look like? Maybe you're thinking about tradition and your family and how relationships have looked like in your family. And this is just really a time of reflection for you. Let's take a look at the unconscious. So this is kind of bubbling away under the surface. You're maybe not giving as much attention to this, but it is still impacting the situation. The High Priestess, okay. Your intuition and your spirituality. That is bubbling away underneath the surface. You maybe aren't realizing how much it's impacting the situation, your intuition, and maybe you are repressing it a little bit, and maybe that's why it's in the unconscious. You're not really focused on your spirituality or your intuition right now, but it's still at play. Your gut feelings are still affecting the way that your love life is looking right now. Let's take a look at the past. That's still impacting the present. 5 of Air reversed. Okay, so in the recent past, you might have hit rock bottom, but hitting rock bottom kind of brought some self-awareness to you. The 5 of Air is definitely an isolating card. It's like dealing with a lot of fear, dealing with walking into the unknown, but it's reversed. So you've come out of that in the past and you've learned something about yourself from it. Perhaps that's what this, this truth or this realization in the Sun card, let me show you again, is about. And you've come to a place of acceptance and forgiveness about this situation, or in the past you recently hit that place, and maybe that's why you're able to be a little bit more positive and have a little bit more warmth in your love life right now. Let's take a look at the near future. Again, take this with a grain of salt. The future changes all the time. A lot of things affect the future. So this is just kind of a sneak peek. It might not even play out the way that we expect. 8 of Water. So I think you will, in the near future, take this spiritual energy out of your unconscious, and you will feel a drive to move towards your spirituality and towards your inner self. I think you will be presented with a new situation in your love life that will have the opportunity to be very deep and very emotionally rewarding, but it will also be risky. So watch out for that new situation, that new opportunity. But I do think that it will be a time of like inner growth and exploring yourself, exploring your spirituality as well. All right, I hope your reading resonated. Feel free to let me know in the comments what's going on in your love life if you're comfortable sharing. And you can listen to the readings for your other signs if you'd like. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel and that really helps me out. Thank you for trusting me to do this reading for you. And I hope I'll see you again in a future video. Pisces, welcome to your reading. The oracle card for your reading was Ladybug, good omen, protection, and benevolence. When I do the actual tarot reading, sometimes I forget to really tie it back to the themes in the oracle card. But I want you to keep that in mind and think about these themes because they do end up relating. I pick out the oracle cards before I set up all of the tarot readings, and I don't hand select the tarot cards. I shuffle and let them jump out. So weirdly enough, they almost always end up playing into these themes. So keep that in mind and take what resonates here and leave the rest. So I might give a few interpretations of a card because this is a collective reading. So you'll just have to take the one that applies to your situation and just ignore the rest. So And after this reading as well, if you want to listen to your other signs, remember you can do Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Feel free to go ahead and do that. Let's get into it. We're going to uncover all the energies at play in your love life right now, get a sneak peek into the future. I'm going to move this because we'll look at that second. And this is the current energy in your love life, the Sun. The Sun in this deck is all about transformation, growth, warmth. You're going through a growth period right now, a period of transformation, a period of liberation, a period of truth, a period of revelation. If you recently learned the truth about something or you had some kind of a revelation, that is really what is triggered this process of transformation and growth. And the Sun should be reassuring for you because the Sun is a very positive card, one of the most positive cards in the deck. So what you're going through right now truly is for the best, and it's going to lead you to better things. Let's take a look at the challenge for you though. 8 of Earth. Okay, I think you might, despite all of this, you might be feeling a little frustrated. Things might not be going to plan. You might have had a big plan for your love life and things might have gone awry. You can see in the card that the person is hard at work planning things out, drawing something. And I think for you, maybe it didn't exactly go to plan and that's led you to be a little bit frustrated. The 8 of Earth is also about work. You might have just put a lot of work into this relationship or your love life, and it would just really extra hurt that it didn't go to plan. Let's take a look at the conscious energy. So this is something that is definitely happening more on the surface in your love life. It might be very obvious that this is going on when I tell you what the card is, or it might be something that you're thinking about. The Hierophant reversed. So I think you are twisting the knife a little bit. You're torturing yourself a little bit here, or something that you're going through is just twisting the knife and torturing you. And you might be stuck in your own perspective in the sense that like there is one ultimate truth and, you know, things are either true or they're not. And that perspective might be hurting you a little bit. Let's take a look at what's going on in the unconscious energies. 6 of Fire reversed. Interesting. Okay. There was some self-sabotage at play. And this is in general in your love life, right? So this could definitely be your energy. It could be the other person, whatever the situation is talking about. But there was some self-sabotage at play, a loss of vision, meaning that someone lost sight of the long-term goal and kind of like things went awry. The 6 of Fire, when it's reversed like this, is like things were going really great. You felt very triumphal. You felt like things had manifested for you, and then they all just got snatched away. And that's really disappointing. But that disappointment is kind of bubbling away underneath the surface. Maybe the reason that you're frustrated that things didn't play out is because maybe you haven't acknowledged like truly how disappointing it was and the self-sabotage that was at play. Whether it's you, your partner, or both of you, there was some self-sabotage happening. Let's take a look at the past. So this is a past situation that's still impacting your present and your love life. The Hanged Man. Okay. I think you did learn the truth about something. You gained a new perspective on something. 100%. The Hanged Man is all about a new perspective. Could have been to the point where you even cut ties with somebody, and that could be like a breakup in your past that is really impacting this current situation. It would make sense if you've experienced a breakup or like a cut ties with somebody based off of the energy that I'm seeing in this column here. Let's take a look at your near future. So this can change all the time. Take this with a grain of salt. Everything really affects what's going to happen in the future, and it changes so much. 7 of Air. Okay, so in the near future, a new opportunity is going to be presented to you, and you're going to be asked to leave your comfort zone. You can see in the card that the character is leaving her home to go out into this scary night and like explore. You can see that her home even has a fire coming out of it. You know that it's comfortable in there. So she is leaving her comfort zone, and you're going to be asked to do the same thing. You're going to be asked to go out into the unknown, and some unseen forces are going to be at work here. So this might be something, you know, that's happening outside of your control, and the task for you is to be brave and have resolve and be on your toes. Be ready to be flexible, be ready to be perceptive, be ready to think, and this new situation will be presenting itself soon. All right, I hope the reading resonated. I wish you the best. Feel free to let me know in the comments what's going on if you're comfortable sharing. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel and that really helps me out. If you'd like to listen to your other readings, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, feel free to go check out the other signs. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and thank you for trusting me with this reading. I hope I'll see you again in a future video.